Welcome to No Bias MMA. My name's Dominic. I just did a hour-long early look breakdown for this weekend, and for some reason, I'm just experiencing what it's like, the difficulties it is to do something like this as having a podcast, because I just did an hour-long video. I posted it, and it only would show that there was 5 minutes and 56 seconds of the video. And I just did an hour-long early look preview for this weekend. But don't worry, it was just my early look. I'm not going to redo it, but what I am going to do is Thursday night, I'm going to give my betting breakdown, my final predictions. That was the plan anyway, to do the early look, and then the final decisions that I'm making and where I'll be putting my money for this weekend. So that sucks. It's a learning experience. I have to figure that out. I don't know what caused it to do that, but onward and upward. I wanted to discuss something. It's a little different than what I was aiming for, as in, well, here, let me start with this. I have some very good news. I'm going to be having a very experienced fighter on here either this weekend or next weekend. He fought on Dana White Contender Series. And I'm going to get him for probably 15 or 30 minutes and do an interview with him. And it's going to be great. My first interview. So be on the lookout for that. And that brings me to my next topic, which is the MMA guru. So this man, I don't know if you all are familiar with him. He's a podcaster from the UK. Whenever he is really trying to show his knowledge in MMA, he's actually good. Like, he's actually good. But man, this man does so much for clicks and likes and all this stuff, and it's just it's a little much. And the Weasel MMA is another podcaster, and he is amazing. So analytical, so just straightforward. Puts out just some of the best content. Even the fighters themselves recognize this. Fighters in the UFC, like at the highest level, recognize how great the Weasel is. And so the MMA guru comes out with a video breaking down the Weasel's breakdown of the Weasel, for a little background, he does who really won the fight videos, and he breaks them down from the very first round to the very last round. And he did it this weekend with Islam and Volk. And it came out that Islam won. And then the MMA guru comes and says that the Weasel's biased, that just making all these claims and all this stuff, that's saying that he's biased towards Russian Dagestani fighters, and that he missed all kinds of shots, that Volkanovski, he's just trying to dog the Weasel, who is he's the Don Julio of MMA podcasters. You want to be your podcast to get to the level of the Weasels, and not even the level, it's the respect that the Weasel gets. That's what you want. And I think the MMA guru is jealous. I think he's jealous. I think he's jealous of how successful and how serious the Weasel is taken compared to him. But this is why no one takes the MMA guru serious. Like, as good of takes as he has sometimes, it's all this gossip shit. It's like, man, come on. Like, we're here to break down fights. Yeah, we want to have fun. We want to interact with fans. We want all that cool stuff. But we don't want to gossip. We're not little girls in high school. You know what I mean? So it's just, I think it's low of him. I know why he's doing it, and I think it's just a jealousy aspect, and I think it's easy to see. He is picking little itty bitty things to try and discredit the Weasel, and it's not going to work. The only people that's going to pay any attention to this and agree with him is the ones that already view his stuff. I mean, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. If you all haven't checked out the Weasel's podcast, go check it out. The man has never revealed his face. He doesn't do it for, anything of that, like any type of recognition or anything. It's just his voice. He has great video editing. He's a great podcaster, and his stuff is so legitimate and respected. And I think that's why he does this. I think that's why he comes out and bashes and takes an hour out of his day to try to discredit the Weasel, is because the reason right there, that he sees how respected he is and that he doesn't get that same respect. But you can't, he shoots himself in the foot, like, by doing stuff like this. Just like the Francis Ngannou video where he says Francis leaving is just the absolute, he's screwing himself. It was he didn't, it was all about the money. It was this, when the man came out and told us himself why he did what he did. You know what I mean? Like, he likes to really try to, and sometimes he has good takes. He has great takes, great analytical mind for the sport. But one last thing I want to touch on about the Guru in this video situation and him breaking it down. The reason why the MMA Guru was like, oh, this body jab, this, the two to the gut. Why didn't you count that, Weasel? Go watch these videos, guys. Go watch the Weasel's breakdown. Go look, and then go watch the Guru's video of him breaking it down and see what I'm talking about. The reason why the Guru doesn't recognize these stuff is because he's never sparred. He's never fought. He doesn't understand any of this. He doesn't understand that you are not going to counter strike when you are fading away and rolling with the shot and it skims you at the end of somebody's reach, at the very end of the reach, and you're moving back and they catch you at the very end. You're not going to count that strike because it didn't land. And there's just a lot more. But the point is it's not valid. Quit entertaining stuff like this. Let's give more credit to the real people doing, like the Weasel, like Luke Thomas, all these guys, James Lynch even. And I'm not even the biggest fan of James Lynch. But let's give credit to these guys that stick to the analytical side. They have fun with it, but not too much fun where they're bashing other people to try to elevate themselves. And I just want to come out with a quick video on this. It's just a quick video. And I will be doing videos like this at times too. So just keep an eye out for that. But yes, keep an eye out also for my fighter interview, my Thursday night final decisions, my betting breakdown. I got a lot coming for you guys, and it's going to come often and consistently. So check it out.